to a very special episode of our school's YouTube channel. I'm thrilled to introduce you to our first ever student talk show. And what better occasion to kick things off than on World Podcast Day. Today we embark on a journey of conversation, insight and a discovery as we celebrate the power of podcasting. Get ready to dive into a captivating discussions and explore the world of audio storytelling with our talented student host. So grab your headphones, sit back and join on this exciting journey as we mark this World Podcasting Day in style. Today, we are diving deep into the world of podcasting as we celebrate the global phenomenon known as World Podcast Day. I'm Tehzeeb Khan and I'm thrilled to be your guide on this audio adventure. Joined by our talented student host, we are about to embark on a journey that explores the art, influence and magic of podcasting. So, whether you are a seasoned podcast enthusiast or just tuning in for the first time, get ready for an exciting and insightful ride through the world of podcast on this World Podcast Day themed student talk show. First things first, let's talk about the history of podcast. Did you know what the term podcast is? A blend of iPod and broadcast. It all started back in 2004 when the iPod and RSS feeds come together, allowing us to easily download and listen to audio content on the go. Fast forward to today, and there are millions of podcasts covering every topic you can imagine. Now, why are podcasts so special? Well, they offer something truly unique. They are a platform for storytelling, education, entertainment, and even activism. You can find podcasts about cooking, space exploration, true crime, mental health, and every time in between. They are like a window into someone else's world. And that's a powerful thing. But what really sets a podcast apart is the freedom they offer to creators. Anyone with a microphone and a passion can start their own show. You don't need fancy equipment or a big budget. All you need is something to say and the desire to share it with the world. As we celebrate World Podcast Day, keep in mind the incredible diversity of voices and stories you can discover in the podcasting realm. Whether you are a listener or considering starting your own podcast, this medium has something for everyone. So stay tuned as we continue our exploration of podcasting on this special student talk show. In this segment, we are diving into some valuable tips and tricks for all you aspiring student podcasters out there. First and foremost, finding your podcasting niche is key. Think about your passions, interests, and what sets you apart. What unique perspective or expertise can you bring to the table? The more specific and focused your niche, the easier it will be to connect with your target audience. Now, let's talk about recording techniques. You don't need a professional studio to get started. A quiet room with minimal background noise and a good quality microphone can make a world of difference. Practice your speaking and consider using a script or outline to keep your episode organized. Editing is where the magic happens. There are plenty of user-friendly editing tools available, such as Audacity, GarageBand, or even online platforms like Anchor. You can trim awkward pauses, enhance audio quality, and add music or sound effects to make your podcast more engaging. When it comes to hosting and distribution, platforms like Anchor, Libsyn, and Podbean make it easy to upload and share your episode with the world. Most of them offer free hosting options to get you started. Don't forget to submit your podcast to directories like Apple Podcast, Spotify and Google Podcast to reach a wider audience. Lastly, don't be discouraged by the learning curve. Podcasting is a skill that improves with the practice. Reach out to fellow podcasters, join online communities and seek feedback to continually refine your craft. Remember, the world of podcasting is an open playground for creativity. Whether you want to inform, inspire or entertain, there's room for your voice. So, take these tips to heart. And who knows, your podcast might be the next big hit. Thanks for sticking around for our World Podcast Day special. Now we are going with a question answer session by addressing some questions from our students and giving a few shout outs to our amazing school community. First, a big shout out to all of you who have sent in questions and comments. We appreciate your engagement and enthusiasm for our podcast. It's your feedback and support that keep us motivated to bring you great content. Now, let's dive into some of the questions we have received. Our first question is from Hanshika, who asks, what's the most surprising thing you have learned from podcasting? Well, that's a fantastic question. Personally, I have been amazed by the incredible stories and insights our guests have shared. It's a constant reminder of the power of storytelling and the diverse perspectives that exist in the world of podcasts. Next, we have a shout out to Francis, who recently started their own podcast. Congratulations on taking that exciting steps. Keep up the great work and don't hesitate to reach out if you ever need advice or collaborations. And here is a question from Aslam. How do you handle creative blocks when coming up with the podcast ideas? That's a common challenge and we have all been here. Personally, I find inspiration in everyday life and by listening to other podcasts. Sometimes a simple walk in nature or a chat with a friend can spark new ideas. Lastly, we have a shout out to our school's media club who are doing fantastic work in producing their own shows. Keep up the creative spirit, guys and girls. That's it for this question and answer segment, but don't go away just yet. We have more podcasting goodness coming your way as we continue our World Podcast Day celebration. Thank you all for joining us on this World Podcast Day celebration. It's been an absolute pleasure guiding you through the fascinating world of podcasting. We have explored the power of podcasts, shared some valuable tips and tricks for budding podcasters, and engaged with your questions and shout-outs. Your involvement means the world to us. And we hope this episode has inspired you to either start your podcasting journey or continue sharing your unique perspectives with the world. As we wrap up this episode, I want to encourage you to stay curious, stay creative, and never stop exploring the wonderful universe of podcasts. There is a podcast out there for everyone, and there is a storyteller within each of us waiting to be heard. Remember to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming episodes. We have exciting content planned and your support keep us going. Once again, happy World Podcast Day and thank you for celebrating it with us. Keep the conversation going in the comments. Share your thoughts and let us know what topics you had like us to cover in the future. Until next time, keep those headphones on, keep listening and keep sharing your stories with the world. This is Tahzeeb Khan signing off from our Nirmala Muse channel. Stay podcast testing. Bye bye.